Can you describe how happy and proud you were to make it?
Oh, it's definitely a blessing. I was waiting for that call all day, seeing what news is going to be. And, once I got that call and Coach told me, it was a blessing. I called my mom, my grandma, and told them right ASAP just then. So, the work just starting. So, it's really time to really get to it now.
Did you do anything to celebrate?
Yeah, me and a couple of teammates, we went out to Yard House, had a good time out there, saying goodbye to some of my close friends I met over the time, just trying to stay in contact and end on a good note.
How do you pass the time when you're waiting on that call?
Trust me, I try to pass time as much as possible, but it still took forever. I was with teammates all day, talked to Coach that morning, trying to see what I could do and just wait till 4 o'clock, really.
Was there a point where you felt like maybe it was happening for you, like just as the preseason was winding down?
I didn't have no thoughts. I would just control what I can control. Just just take day by day. The only thing I can do is just do what I do. So I know it's all up to the coaches. I could just provide them with my talent and see what they say about it.
Roughly what time did you find out that you made it?
It's crazy. That phone call came at 6:13. I got that phone call at 6:13. So I know I was still nervous at that point. I still didn't get the call. So I just kept thinking positive the whole time. Still, once I got the call, it was really exciting. Really exciting. Tears of joy for sure.
When you start 6:13 Monday?
Yes, sir. 6:13 Monday. Yes, sir.
When you start where you do kind of on
Afternoon.
the depth chart, how do you impress coaches? What do you do to impress them?
Just do what they want me to do. I'm a type of player. I do anything for the team win. I'm a team player. So if they want me to, scout team for a week, there's anything for the team buying in. So that's what coaches want, and that's what I love to do. So I hope that was a good decision for them to see that and use it.
How much do you think that preseason opening performance though was kind of an eye opener for maybe even the coaches a little bit?
Yes, I think it was an eye opener for the coaches, because they didn't see what I could do. But they put me in the right position to showcase my talent. So I'll take my hats off to them for sure.
I'm sure.
How long was that day between Sunday and Monday? Because it looked like you had a chance to end the game. It looked like you had the guy. It looked like you were going to sack him. What did you feel? Did you spend a lot of time thinking about that? Thinking, geez, maybe that cost me a job, or I don't know. What's going through your head?
Oh yeah, definitely. After the game, I know what the decision can come down to the littlest things. So definitely that play where that could have definitely sealed the game, and sadly it didn't. So definitely that was a play I thought of over and over the night. If that going to be a breaker or not, for sure.
Because it looked like it had him once, right? It looked like it had him first.
Yes, sir. I messed up real bad on that play.
Is there a player, defensive lineman that you've grown kind of particularly close to that maybe called you when you got the news you were make the team, or was the first person you reached out to?
Oh no, that's one thing. It's not like a one person that really took me under their wing. I'd say the whole D line. Once I got in there, everyone bought in, helped me out with something. So that's one thing I really loved about this team and the defensive line, because you would think of someone to come in and take their spot, it would be a lot of hate or not hate, but tension in the room and stuff. It was none of that. It was straight love. Everyone tried to help me. On the off time, they want to go out, get to know me more as a person. So it's the whole D line for sure.
I'm sure making the team was always on your goals list, so to speak. But was there ever a moment, maybe week one or any of the during the training camp at all, where it felt like a reality? It felt like a realistic possibility for you, and you let your mind think about that?
No, sir. Really, I know I came in open-minded. I just wanted to just put it all out on the table, do what all I could do, and let them decide. Because at the end of the day, I can't decide nothing. So I just had my mind open to any and everything at that point.
So how much did you put your hand on the ground and rush the passer at Marshall? Because a guy with your natural pass rush abilities, you would have thought that they would have taken advantage of that a little bit more. And then you come here and you all of a sudden, you show it and flash, and it's not just a one-hit wonder. You're doing it every week. How much did you do it at Marshall?
They had me come off the edge quite a little bit. A lot of third down. They try to get me off the edge and stuff, but first, second down was mainly at backers. So it was just you know, probably my last year at Marshall, that's when, you know, I started really getting the fundamentals of pass rushing, you know, getting, you know, all the concepts and stuff down, really.
Do you have, like, natural pass rush moves ability, or the coaches, Coach Hobby, Coach Duffner, have they helped you implement some technique or anything like that?
Oh, yes, sir. You know, I had, you know, 1 or 2 moves coming out of college. And, you know, Coach Hobby and Duff, they just helped me, you know, perfect my craft. You know, a lot of moves that they taught me, especially Coach Hobby, you know, my power family, because it's not really my specialty. But, I mean, he's definitely grown and helped me, you know, look forward to that and keep going forward with that as well.
What other offers would you really consider? I know you're at free agent good side. You know, what other teams would you really consider before you made it?
You know, I really wasn't talking to that many teams coming out. I really wasn't talking to that many. But, I mean, Cincinnati was the one that, you know, since day one, since they started talking to me, they've been nothing but real. They kept in contact. You know, they really had a good, you know, I felt like they was really trying to get to know me as a person, not as much as a football player. So, I mean, that played a big factor in it. And, you know, I had my dog up here, one of my rivals go here. So, I mean, I had to come play with him, see what he's talking about, for sure. I'm Cam Sample. So, yeah, that's my road dog.
Did you feel like you were getting, like, was it almost like you were being recruited all over again? You want to quick job process a little bit?
Oh, yes, sir, definitely. You know, it was definitely recruitment all over again. You know, the same, not the exact same questions, but, you know, really similar. You know, when you come out of recruitment and stuff. But, I mean, it was just, like I said, you know, it was just a family-oriented team, and they bought into it. I mean, that's all I can do. I'm a team player, and it's a team. This team right here is the one for me.
How do you know Cam?
Sir?
How do you know Cam?
You know, we went to camps together, and then, you know, we end up staying in contact in college, and then now we're here.
Is he one of the guys that went to Yard House with you?
Yes, sir, he was.
When the Bengals signed you as a free agent, did they say, here's your role, here's what we're anticipating, we want to see you, could you maybe get in a rotation as a, you know, 12 to 15 snap a game pass rush guy, or did that evolve? Or when you signed, did you know that might be the role you competed for?
No, sir, I did not know that was the role at all. You know, I came in, you know, they wanted to put me at backer, you know, and you know, over the course of camp, you know, this stuff changed, and I came in another day and I had my hand in the dirt. So it was just a quick transaction. I mean, I can't complain.
So what was the aha moment? What practice was it? And when did you whip some of these button pass rush coaches like, damn, we got something here. Let's put this kid, let him put his hand on the ground and go.
No, I can say, you know, when we came back from OTAs, you know, we had to have our helmet practices and stuff. And, you know, they tried me down there the first day. You know, I went against, you know, Big Isaiah Price, and I mean, it was a battle. You know, we went back and forth for a while, and you know, ever since that next day, coach was like, yeah, you're gonna be a defensive end.
Does that make it a little more rewarding to make the team, knowing what you had to go through just to change roles and get used to that and master it enough to make the roster?
Oh yes, man. It was a big blessing. You know, even if it wasn't that, if I just made a team, you know, it would have been perfect staying here. You know, with the guys that, you know, I grind with. So I mean, either way, it would have been perfect. But I mean, it is you know, a little maybe smile that I can change and still be able to make the team for sure.
How's it coming with respect to working with Darren Simmons and assimilating, you know, special teams possibilities and all that sort of thing?
Yes. So me and Darren, you know, he's been on me he's been on me pretty tough for sure. You know, like you said, like a guy like me, you know, I might not get that many playing reps, you know, but special teams is a big part, and then, you know, I know that, so, you know, I try to stay on his good side, you know, learn to play. And try to get on the field as much as possible to help his team win.
What's the biggest thing you think you need to work on?
Definitely, you know, everyone has something to work on. You know, obviously a playbook, obviously my pass rushing skills, stopping the run, special teams, you know, everything. But my focus really is special teams because, you know, that with people like us, you know, free agencies, special teams is a big thing. You know, you gotta love it out there, and you gotta start there for sure. So.
Did you play by special teams at Marshall?
Yes, sir, I did. I played kickoff return, and punt. Yes, sir.
Is it hard beat staying on Darren's good side?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really hard.
What is it that he's trying to get through?
Darren is a really good coach. He's a really attention to detail coach. And coming out of college, we wasn't that detailed. So I mean, it's a big transition. To everything has to be perfect for Darren. It has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, you're going to hear about it. So just being great.
So following up on you and Cam, you were high school kids and went to the same camps. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We went to the same camps in high school. We met up at a high school.
Area?
No, sir. We met up. We was at a camp in NC State, and he was there. We just hit it off there, and it's been up since.
So you stayed in touch. He goes to Tulane. You were at NC. You were at Marshall.
Yes, sir.
You just stayed in regular.
Stayed in touch. Stayed in contact. We both had the same goal. So when you find friends like that, you have to keep them.
So how wild is it now that your teammates here?
Oh, it's a great thing. He helps me as well too. So, he played D-line longer. So I mean, he gives me tips and all. I mean, it's a great feeling to have someone like that in your corner for sure.
Darius, you had the incident this summer with the arrest. I'm curious how much you thought that might jeopardize your chance here at the time, and what the conversations were like with the Bengals after that.
It really wasn't. Obviously it was a bad decision, but I mean, when I came out, they already knew about the situation. So I mean, it was more like how everyone else would look at it. Because I mean, I already told them the story. I mean, they know what happened, they know everything. So I mean, it was really how everyone that didn't know what really happened, how they would take it, and really how would that jeopardize me making this team.
I mean, the fact they stood behind you and kept you coming here had to have been a pretty big relief. Not enough relief, but make you like this place maybe even more.
Oh yeah, yes sir, definitely. When I, definitely I had to make that call. I was scared to death to make that call, but I mean, I talked to the coaches, and I mean, they understood. We was on the same page, and we just got to take it day by day at this point.
When did you say to yourself, though, I belong here, I can make it in the National Football League? Was it real early in training camp? Was it a little further along? Was it the first preseason game? Was there any aha moment, or it just kind of built?
It just built over time. You come out of college, you don't know what to expect. You don't know how fast the game is, and that. So I mean, just taking every day by day, learning, buying in, just learn from there. But I mean, it's the real deal here for sure.